Hey you guys, this is your girl Disparate Amelia back again with another VI-DE-OOO haul. I hope you all are having a blessed week and I found multiple things to be grateful for. You guys, I am here with a highly requested video. Now if you don't follow me on Instagram, which you definitely should if you're following this channel, my Instagram is the same as this channel, which is Disparate Amelia, and I make a lot of cool stories on there, and I guess I added my pictures really cool as well, and it was highly requested for me to show you guys not only how I edit my photos but how I edit my story templates. So that is what I'm here to do. I'm giving y'all all the tips and tricks that I use to edit my things for Instagram. Now before you finish watching this video, please remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up if you like the vampire look. Go ahead and comment down below. If I miss anything in this video, comment down below so I can get that to y'all, and subscribe for your girl. Okay, we on the way to 1,000. We're making it to 1,000. It's been a long journey. I've been here for you all. I'm gonna be doing this anyway because I love to do it. So go ahead and subscribe if you aren't. Let's get into this video. I'm looking over because I'm looking at my computer. It has all my notes. Let's start with the text. So I have the iPhone 11. As you can see, it's in the lilac color. We got this glitter case. Don't really know much of the details besides that. It's an iPhone 11 with the two little cameras. Y'all know what it is, okay? I'm also using a Sony Alpha 51,000, which is what I'm recording on right now, but I take a couple of pictures on there, not too many. This is what the pictures would be looking like after they are edited, and I do film practically all of my YouTube videos on this. It's between this or my iPhone. I'm going to start screen recording so you all can see my phone. The apps that I use to edit majority of my things for social media are the HEEEEEEEYY app, which shows you really cool dope pictures, gives you a really cool light radiant effect, and it also gives you this really nice grain. It's very overly saturated, which is what I like when it comes to editing photos. But yeah, that's the HEEEEEEEYY app. Now we're going to VSCO or VSCO, however you want to pronounce that, but this is mostly what I use to edit my pictures. I use this all the time. We're going to get into that a little bit later. That's VSCO. I also use PicsArt. PicsArt is really awesome. I use that mostly for backgrounds or to cut myself out of a photo and put myself into a different background. That's mostly what I use PicsArt for. I don't really use it for much else, but it does have a lot of really great features that I don't necessarily use, but I know that they are there for the using. I suggest you doing your research and doing the things that best fit your brand and your aesthetic. Another app I use is Canva. Canva is that one-stop shop for my Instagram posts. You can make everything: Instagram posts, Instagram story, Facebook, flyers, posters, everything. In school, I would use this for everything from presentations to flyers. Now, probably in like the past 2 years, I've really been using it for my stories, which I will also get into a little bit later in this video. But it's been super helpful. It's definitely a one-stop shop for everything that you need in terms of creating advertisements, in terms of creating even regular social media posts. It's wonderful. It's free. Actually, all the apps that I'm mentioning are free, but it's a great tool for those who are graphically design challenged, such as myself. It's a great easy tool for you to use to create some designs of your own. And the last app I'm using is Premiere Rush, Adobe Premiere Rush. Now this is what I use for all of my Instagram story videos that are maybe a little bit too long, like this video right here. This was for my professional website. If you guys have not checked that out, I'll actually put that in the description box below because I really love how that looks. But I was just giving, you know, Instagram a little snippet of what the website is talking about. But Premiere is basically an Adobe suite, but in your phone, so it's really convenient to use. Now let's get into some actual editing. I am going to edit some pictures on VSCO. I chose this portrait because the colors in there can be very vibrant. They don't look that vibrant right now. They're looking a little ashy, but that's okay. We are going to fix it. We're gonna get it together. Now VSCO is my one-stop shop for editing. Like I said, I really love it. Well, first let me talk about my personal style and aesthetic. When it comes to making things for Instagram or editing for my story, I actually tend to stick to a particular style. I don't know if it looks like that, but that's what I'm trying to do. I love that nostalgic feel. I love the film strips. I love the Polaroid frame. I love a scrapbooky kind of texture, like a paper feel that looks like ripped paper, maybe even some scribbles, some flowers attached to it, something that looks like it was either made by hand or could be, you know, picked up from the 90s, the past. I really love that film strippy, nostalgic-esque look. That's really what I strive to go for when I do edit my pictures. And I do like collage style a lot. So a lot of the time you'll see, if I'm posting a specific song of the day video, I'll put like one video on top and then one video in the background, so you can get them doubled up. I really like that feature a lot. I do that a lot with a lot of different styles and templates. I do use specific brand colors, or I try to use specific brand colors to keep it cohesive. Not everything is gonna have those colors in it, but when I do take photos, I try to be cognizant of the surrounding, the background. When I'm editing certain words, I try to at least, I know with Instagram there's like a color dropper and you can at least try to pick out a specific color in the picture. I really love this blush pink, and I also really love a deep purplish brown. Now you can draw that color out of my skin tone usually just by itself, and that's what I'll use for the lettering in my Instagram stories with that pink color. It's one of my favorite colors, so I use it in everything, and it's actually a brand color for me on Canva, which is a feature which we'll talk about later. But right now let's get into some editing. Alrighty, so we have this portrait. The filter that I use literally every time is C1. They have a couple of other nostalgic looking photos like M5, and sometimes I'll do in black and white. I haven't done that really recently, but C1 is my go-to filter. Now I don't Facetune, I don't adjust my face in any kind of way. The only thing I really do is try to brighten and pop out those colors that are already in the photo. I try to highlight the colors, the vibrant colors that are already there, and kind of give it that vignette look, that kind of grainy feel, to pair it with the nostalgic style that I do like to use on my page. So we're on C1, but we are going to go down to about 6 because we don't want it to be looking that saturated. Like, that's a little bit much. Okay, so we're gonna go to 6. We're gonna go in the presets, hit exposure. Now we're gonna bring the exposure down because when you do that, it takes a little bit of the ashiness away. It does, and it punches out the color a little bit more. I do sharpen when it comes to portraits. Now I edit my portraits and my landscape totally different, which you'll see, but I do sharpen a little bit when it comes to portraits, so it makes things more defined. And then we'll go into saturation, and we're gonna punch that up just a little bit, not too much, because again, this is my face and we don't want to be looking crazy. We want to look like this is actually my skin color, but we do want to boost the melanin. We want to show the melanin, we want to show the green of the leaves, we want to show that vibrancy of the lipstick. And now we're gonna go in with vignette, which what vignette does, for me at least, it shades the outside of the photo and it kind of brightens, or at least frames, the middle. So what it's gonna do is really accentuate whatever is in the center of the photograph, making it a lot brighter, which actually brings out the color of that lipstick and the green a little bit more. Okay, Now what I would do is do some grain, which I don't feel like is necessary for this photo, but you know, for the purposes of this video, just showing you guys what that grain looks like, that's what it looks like, okay? But we're not gonna add that. Now this is basically how I edit my photos. I don't do anything crazy with my face. Like I said, I just punch out the color. That's really it. If I want anything like highly super saturated or just on the run and I don't want to edit, I will use the HEEEEEEEYY app, which instantly puts a filter over your photos, and that is what I would post. But for this, I'm actually editing them. I actually took these pictures, and you can see, if you just press it, you can see the before and the after. You can see the difference in color, the difference in vibrancy, even the shininess of my hair a little bit. I feel like my hair looks a little bit brighter, shinier. Even the earrings gives it a punch. So this is why I really love using VSCO. This is not a landscape, but I do edit a lot of flowers. So we're gonna go ahead and edit this flower too, just a little quickie, so you can see how differently I edit my portraits from my landscapes. Now this is C1. Again, I use this all the time. I'll probably do 8 on C1, so the filter doesn't do all the work for you. We're gonna lessen the exposure a little bit. Look at how the color is popping already. Do y'all see that? Crazy. Okay, we're gonna sharpen it probably all the way for this. Maybe not all the way. Okay, we're gonna sharpen it at 8 so you can see the distinction in this plant. We're gonna raise that saturation, not all the way up, because then we'll be looking a little unrealistic, but 1.5. Look at the purplish pinkish color of the edges of this plant. So beautiful. Okay, then we're gonna go in with some vignette, and that is our photo. So quick, so easy to use, and you can edit it based off of what you want the photo to be looking like. This is our before, this is our after. It's just easy, and it's free, y'all. It's free to make a VSCO. It's free. I'm gonna save these photos so you guys can see them. Beautiful, right? The last section of this video is going to be how I make my Instagram stories. I get questions about my Instagram stories all the time. Like, people are like, how do you make that? How do you do that? Canva is a lifesaver. Really, just dropped my phone. Canva is a lifesaver, okay? All of the features on there are very helpful. I have the free version of Canva. There is a pro version where you can pay and get a lot more other features, but there's so much you can use for free. It's crazy. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the templates that I use and how they looked in the beginning. This is Canva. Some of these will not show up just because that's just how Canva is sometimes. So Tune Tuesday, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I post a story full of brand new music that I've been listening to for the week on Tuesdays, and I call it Tune Tuesday. Usually I post a video in the middle of me just jamming out to some tunes, but this is what that is. Like I said, I'm using that paper feel. You can see like the edges of the paper. This is what the original template looked like for this, and obviously what I did was take this in the background, I moved it forward, transparency, put that up to 100 because you don't want it to be transparent, and you know, I erased everything in the center. I also put this up top. I made the transparency again 100 so you can see. And that's basically my Tune Tuesday. I mean, I played around with the font, which I always use the same font if I'm making it on Canva, which is, see, look, it's already saved, which is Strickhan. That's the one I use. You can also see my brand colors, which is this really pretty brownish purple that I use, this tan, and then this pink. Yeah, that is really Canva for you. Like I said, I really keep that same style with the edits. I tend to make them my own, rearrange different things, but some of them, like especially the film strips, I leave them how they are. You know, they already come pre-made, so I just put my own pictures in them. It's really just that simple. But with anything you're doing on social media, just make sure you're making them your own. Like, use your font, stay consistent with your look, stay consistent maybe even with your colors and the styles that you want to do. I've just really been trying to I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I really like taking photographs. I really like editing pictures. I really like seeing pictures. So when I take pictures for my Instagram, I don't want to say they're curated for me, because sometimes it's just on a whim, but they're really curated for how I like to see, the things that I like to see, the things that I like to take pictures of, and the things that I'm passionate in. Well, obviously I'm going to change in like the next 5 years, but I know 5 years from now I'm still going to be loving those pictures. Like my story from France when I was studying abroad, I still love those blocks to this day. Like, I still want to get my picture, my story to look like that to this day. So just creating an aesthetic and really sticking to it has really been my goals. But make it yours. Instagram has so many different tools that you can utilize. There are so many different apps that you can utilize. I didn't mention Insta, but I also use Insta, which is really amazing. I mostly use it for mastering me disparately, or if I wanted to add another background on my photo, that's what I do. But yeah, look through everything. There's so many things at our disposal for us to use. You just gotta discover them, play around with them, get used to them, so you can become an expert at using them. They are your friends. Also, self-timer is your friend. If you're a girl like me who is like filming everything, editing everything by herself, and you don't necessarily have those hands with you, self-timer is your best friend. Okay, don't be mad at yourself. Take your time, do what you need to do. You got this, period. You got this. That was really my video. I hope y'all enjoyed. I just kind of skimmed through basically the things that I normally do. If you want me to go in depth with anything, please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for recommending this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please remember to give your girl a big thumbs up if you liked it, okay? Don't forget to share it with your friends, your family, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, your uncles, your aunties, moms, dads, sisters, brothers, all of them, okay? Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Come visit your girl all the time. We're trying to keep it consistent over here. Every Saturday and Tuesday, I'm trying my best to pump out videos Saturday and Tuesday for you all, okay? I love you guys so much, really. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.